You're watching Viral Stream TV.
Welcome to Viral Stream TV. Here are the comments. I'm your host, Tonya G. You know why we're here. Social media is good for a lot of things, but nothing quite gets our attention like reading those comments. I've picked out a few headlines that we're going to read the comments to, but before we get into that, you know what I need you to do. Click like, follow, share, do whatever you need to do. Subscribe, red button, you see it down there. Click on Viral Stream. Now, here are the comments.
1, 2, 3. You're watching Here Are the Comments with your host, Tonya G.
So we're going to start with our first headline here. Democrats hit each other hard at fiery Las Vegas debate. All right, this is the 11th hour MSNBC. We're already subscribed, 2.38 million subscribers. Mike Bloomberg hit the debate stage for the first time, and the other Democratic candidates hit him hard along with one another and Donald Trump. Our panel reacts, aired on February 19th. All right, I'm Tonya G. This headline was so good, I did a Here Are the Comments episode about it. Click on the pic to watch the episode. Thanks. Shout out MSNBC. Okay, so let's get to our first commenter here. Myron Caballero says, Jose Navarro is a New Yorker who suffered that stop and frisk. Thanks to him, it was ever so delightful to watch. El Hombre said, by a creepy political fossil, an 80-year-old socialist Jew and a fake Indian. Blue Nami, body cavity search. Okay. Triclide laughing emoji. Sweetie says, at El Hombre de Oro, if socialism was hot sauce and every country in the world was on the menu, they would all have a recipe that included at least some hot sauce. Food stamps, public schools, scholarships, universal health care, welfare, unemployment insurance, old age pension, disability funding, maternity leave, government prisons, government energy, public transit, public libraries, public community centers, public pools, public ice rinks, government hostels. Police, fire services, and ambulances are also paid through taxes. The list could name hundreds of public resources that are paid for with everyone's tax dollars. Different countries support different public programs. No country in the world takes all the taxes and contributes nothing in the way of services for its citizens. So bashing, quote, socialism with triple quotation marks is the criticism of an uninformed person that doesn't understand that taxes are everyone's money and not the property of the rich. And that said, moronic commentators suggesting that the Dem primary debates should focus on Trump, question mark. The primary is the time to learn about and differentiate between the policies of the Democratic candidates. Okay, Annette, 195 likes. Dorian Shades of Grey said, the more we see a Bloomberg in the heat of battle, the more it will hurt his chances. Blip Machine said, Elizabeth Warren landed some significant punches on Mike Bloomberg. I don't mean literally, obviously, but figuratively. Me. Gotcha. Josh Austin said at the 20 mark, I can't stop watching the guy in the background trip over the cables. I didn't see that part. I gotta go back and watch that. Lori Love said, stop talking about Trump. This is about Bernie. He won today. Ken Bugby said, $300 million lost in Vegas without placing a single bet. That's got to be the record of all time. Jess Prevalent said at the 17 mark, Lawrence, that is so disingenuous to say that Bernie's position 4 years ago was that the person with the most delegates should be the nominee because 4 years ago the party was counting super delegates votes on the first ballot. Are you saying that out of ignorance or malice because you get paid a lot of money to be a political expert? Jeff Bauer said, where's the whole event? I want to laugh continuously. Did you not watch the debate, sir? You could have watched it if you would. Okay, BH5496 says, show a national audience why he won Iowa. Weird how winning entails a 2,000 vote deficit and screwy delegate math that has yet to be corrected. Okay, Art said, his billions didn't help him on that stage tonight. Mike may be wearing big sunglasses tomorrow to cover those blackened eyes. Preston John said, wow, the way that MSNBC desperately tries to steer its viewers towards its favorite three safe candidates is comical. Pete did badly, and so did Amy. Bloomberg died a painful death. Cable Addict said, Bloomberg was just a victim of electional harassment. Karma! Willie S. said, when the people fear the government, you realize that you have a kingdom. When the government fears the people, you realize that you have a democracy. Roswell Satterite, Bloomberg certainly didn't seem like Bernie's main challenger. So who's it gonna be, Democratic establishment? Ryan Parker said, Bernie won Iowa. Once they're done fixing all the mistakes in the math, he'll have the most delegates. He'll have the most delegates as well. Oh my goodness. Listen, fixing the math. You remember the apps in Iowa? I did it. Yeah. Okay, Philip Hunt said, look at Amy walking around Pete. Also, when Biden and Bertie shake hands, it's hilarious the face Biden gives. I didn't see it. I didn't watch it all. Rebecca Robinson said, what a blank show. And you see the little emoji that's supposed to represent that word. But I've been told that that's ice cream. So I don't know. What an ice cream show? Okay, Fernando Garcia said, Bloomberg is not a good debater at all. The V said, yeah, Bloomberg was so insecure and weak in person. Maybe that's why he needs big money to compensate and hide behind the ads. With the steam coming out the nose. You know what I mean? Andresia Calibri said, punching bleeding wounds, getting shot in the street, the Coliseum. Number one, is Chris Matthews going to be okay? All the violent imagery. Number two, why do we always talk about politics in terms of wars and fights instead of solutions and details, and then wonder why politics always resembles wars and fights? Nate English said, Lawrence, yes, Bernie in 2016 did not think that the candidate who had the most votes coming into the convention should be our candidate because Hillary had 500 superdelegates who did not represent the people, but instead represented establishment Democrats who were mostly funded by the billionaires. Nelson Akpar said, Warren won on social issues against Bloomberg and Bernie won on working class issues against Bloomberg. The trajectory of the race remains Bernie on track to secure the nomination. I'm going to have to take a sip of this drink now.
I'm Tonya Gray with your Insurance Minute. A final expense life insurance policy is also often called burial insurance. This type of insurance policy is designed to pay any cost associated with your death. The amount that the insurance policy pays out depends on how much you pay for the premiums during the life of the plan. Some people have a clear idea of how they want their funeral or burial to be, while other individuals do not care one way or another. Whether you have the perfect funeral planned or simply do not care what happens to your body after you die, it is still important to note that any type of funeral that is planned for you will not be cheap. The cost of a funeral is not something you want to leave to your family to come up with. Most people cannot afford to spend upwards of $10,000 all at once. If you do not want this burden to fall on your family and you do not have the cash ready to pay for your cremation or burial, final expense life insurance policies are there for you. Let the KPG agency help to ease the worry of this financial burden. Contact us today to start your policy.
Here's our next headline. Pop Smoke dead, murdered in home invasion robbery. This is on TMZ, The Treachery. So I don't know if I've heard his music or not. This is on TMZ. We're going to subscribe. They have 3.87 million subscribers. Says Pop Smoke, an up-and-coming rapper, was shot and killed Wednesday morning in what appears to be a home invasion robbery, TMZ has learned. The rapper was at a home in the Hollywood Hills at around 4:30 a.m. when two men wearing hoodies and masks broke into a house. This according to law enforcement sources. We're told the two men fired multiple shots, striking and critically wounding Pop Smoke. The men were seen fleeing on foot. Pop Smoke was rushed by ambulance to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in West Hollywood, where he was pronounced dead. The suspects have not been caught, and as far as we know, they have not been identified. It's unclear if Pop Smoke knew the shooters. One man was placed in handcuffs, but cops determined he was not involved and released. This got 11,000 comments. I'm Tonya G. This headline was so good I did a Here Are the Comments episode about it. Click on the pic to watch the episode. Thanks. Click on it. Comment. Share. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Mustafa Osmani said he was talking about Kobe's death 3 weeks ago on sneaker shopping. He didn't know that he would die right after. Life is crazy, man. Count your blessing. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Y'all racist as hell. Shaking my head. Flying Chip said, those paramedics don't get enough respect. They really doing everything to try and save lives. I feel like it was kind of tacky to have that video for everybody to see it while the man was out there like that. JS said, I honestly didn't like his music, but the violence needs to stop. Showing all this hate for what? You're taking lives for what? The world is truly messed up. 149 likes. This person says here, it's the ones that smoke blunts with you, see your picture, now they want to grab their guns and come and get you. B.I.G. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Bobby S. said, when you get out the hood, appreciate what is taught you. Rap about it if you like, but leave it where it is. Amber Guerra said, I don't know who he is or even listen to rap, but he was too damn young. No one should die before they had the chance to really live. Rest in peace. This person here said, OMG, I totally can't wait to see what awaits for us in 2020. Okay, coronavirus, Kobe Bryant helicopter crash, stabbing in England, Pop Smoke is murdered. Such a great start to 2020. Okay, Crystal Blue Persuasion said, someone on Twitter said killers be texting TMZ, it's done. I'm saying, man, look, TMZ, God. Dog. Okay, Vortex Deluxe said, I literally didn't know this guy existed till he died. Probably his name before once, but yeah. Kathy Carroll said, I didn't know of him either. By damn, he was so young and apparently talented. I'm so sad for him and his loved ones. Rest in peace. WTF question mark says, Pop smoked. Damn, homies, when do the killings stop? Christian Farmer said, I didn't really listen to his music, but it is always sad when someone dies, so rest in peace, man. This person said, I guess you could say that Pop Smoke got smoked. Black Cherry said, I catch a body, next day I forget it. Pop Smoke's killer. Dang, y'all, you know, people, let me tell you something. Y'all off the chain. This person said, can you say he got popped and smoked? Got that somewhere else. LMAO. Okay, like, you know, no sympathy. This is the generation. You see it? This is where we are, people. Black Anova the Don said, how this news outlet know about this so fast and quick, having more details than the police, more to it than him flossing on social media, brothers. I repeat, if you're going to gang affiliate, be war ready 24/7. Shadow the Fourth said, a rapper named Pop Smoke was shot and killed. I'm shocked. Shocked. Well, not that shocked. JC40324 said, he was a Crip from New York visiting Beverly Hills and flashing huge stacks of cash, plus his location on social media, might as well have committed suicide. Listen, I just don't understand. That ain't a reason to go kill nobody. Okay, this person said, I've never heard of him before, to be honest, but a death is always sad. Rest in peace. George Louis Williams Boza said, unfortunately, moving out the hood ain't enough. You also have to reevaluate the people around you as well. Oh, there go I come in. Hey. Dominicano said, New York City will always remember. May he rest in peace. Everyone should pray for his soul. Okay, this person said, OMG, I love his music and discovered him like a few months ago. He died too early. I'm going to take a sip of my wine here. It's getting low. I'm going to have to get a refill.
Hi, I'm Tonya Gray with your Insurance Minute. When most people think about life insurance, They think of having a policy that will replace their income after they pass away in order to help their surviving loved ones. However, life insurance policies are not always about replacing income. Many people do not realize how much funerals and burials actually cost. These final expenses can be quite large, which is why it is important to understand different life insurance options, such as final expense life insurance policies. When it comes down to it, the real point of life insurance in general is to make sure your loved ones are taken care of after you're gone so that they do not have to drastically change their lifestyle. If your family is faced with paying unexpected bills after you pass away, it could cause them to make difficult financial decisions they are likely not ready for. The KPG agency can help to answer any questions and ease the burden in knowing your final expense wishes are in place. Contact us today to get your policy started.
Okay, so we're gonna go to our next headline here. Hospitals suing patients to collect medical bills. Boy, listen. Okay, we have subscribed. This is CBS This Morning. Let's see what the description says. Many people use payment plans when they're hit with hospital bills they cannot afford. But one hospital in Alabama has sued patients to collect their debt plus interest. Anna Werner speaks with one couple that was working to pay off a more than $30,000 bill when they got sued as a part of our series Medical Price Roulette. So we're going to leave our comment. You see it. I'm Tonya G. This headline was so good, I did a Here Are the Comments episode about it. Click on the pic right there to watch the episode. Thanks. What does the person says here? That is true and so wrong. Hospitals charge way too much to people. You don't even get a breakdown of how much it's gonna cost. Everything you don't even know. Louis Backover said, for all of those of you that dismiss this as simply you have to pay for what you receive, true, but here's what you're missing. The uninsured cost is 5 times or 6 times what they would have charged for an insured patient. That's alarming because the numbers were made up and inflated so they can say to the insurance lobbies, look, you're getting a negotiated group discount. If you were in quality medical facilities in South America, yes, there are some. You go to the dentist for $30, insulin for $50, etc. Here's the other thing you're missing. Go buy a car and ask how much it's going to be. Now go to the hospital and ask them before you even check in. You don't even know. They can't tell you. And they can't tell you how many different bills you're going to get, doctor, anesthesiologist, hospital, etc., etc. And those bills don't come at the same time. You may get your first bill from one out of the blue 5 months later. Okay, I don't even know the point that he was making is, but you can't even get no accurate count on what you're going to pay up front. But you're going to sue me? Rolly B said, this country has no morals, no empathy, but they love God with a billion question marks. This nation has become so brutal and greedy that it's mind-blowing. Having a president and his mafia clan who are above the law, and a president who pardons gold-hearted, filthy rich criminals. 20 exclamation marks, no respect, 20 more exclamation marks. MSTCB said, I had appendicitis. The doctor told my mother it was my tonsils. Then my appendix blew a week later. I was in the emergency room dead. How much do I owe? Ken James said, the more you know. Even if you die, they still collect from your family. If you live, you pay 10 times what's fair and usually are double billed. They take as much as they can from you and still will sue so they can legally write off the money in taxes. This keeps the profits up for shareholders. Understand what this is. A sophisticated team of professionals, doctors, lawyers, CEOs, meticulously creating a method to exploit all Americans with or without health insurance for profit. Just think about how many people are saved only to then commit suicide because these monsters took their life's work. Sunny Day said, the problem is the whole medical system. How in the world can a salaried person pay tens of thousands of dollars? So evil and selfish. I live in South Korea and receive exceptional health care for very little, and I'm not a citizen. It's a crime shame. Crying shame. Toy Bug and Goodman said they have no shame and no accountability for their outrageous charges of service. TJ Matthews said, shaking my head, this is so crazy, insane, wanting to get their money back so badly they're willing to sue these poor families. Yeah, in the video it said that they'll even take your tax money. They'll garnish your taxes. Daniel Hoskins says, we can have national health care with POTUS Bernie, or we can have a gigantic Pentagon and fat bloated defense contractors, but we can't have both. This person said, I had surgery twice in Oklahoma, woke up both times in the middle of it. Well, why the hell did you go back if you woke up the first time? Saya Dale said, Medicare for all, for freedom. Captain Blind, how can they charge interest? How? Yes, they charge the people interest on top of the medical bill. You are treacherous. CJ said, we have stories like this, yet corporate Democrats tell us how great our system is while Bernie acknowledges the problem. Such a ripoff. This person said, facts. Hospitals in America charge Medicaid $1 for each baby aspirin that costs 1 penny. Fact. Saline bags are salt water, but health insurance charged my father $300 per bag of saline salt water. Those can be bought online for under $9 from dozens of shops. This is fact and is robbery by medical industry people. Nobody cares for years. It keeps happening. Wake up. This person said Medicare for all would put an end to the greed, corruption, and medical-related injustice you are witnessing in this report. Laura Jagger said, my hand was purple from carpal tunnel syndrome. I didn't have the money to fix it. I got charity to pay. Then they kept sending a bill for $7,000. I kept sending them the letter that it was paid. After 20 letters, it was paid. It was $22,000 to save my right hand. Who could pay that bill? I'm thankful I still have my hand. Doctor said another month he would have cut it off. Ooh. So I understand all too well on medical bills. Single mom, worked 3 part-time jobs to live, but no insurance. That's a problem. That's a problem. Good luck to everyone. This person here says, seriously fat chance. If people cannot pay, they surely aren't going to be able to pay because they sue them. Hello, there is a global poverty problem. Most people are a medical bill away from living in poverty. This isn't going to change anything. That is the realest comment up on here. I'm talking about if you don't have insurance, it's insane. Thank you so much for tuning in to Here Are the Comments. I'm your host, Tonya G. We'll see you next time.
You're watching Here Are the Comments with your host, Tonya G. Click here. You're watching Viral Stream TV.